Hello and welcome to Ray's franchise. We're a game behind the Yankees right now. We're playing really good baseball right now. If we take a look so far in the lineup, Junior Caminero, what a power How is it getting worse? That's a great first month. He's got an 845 OPS. How is he getting... Okay, anyway, that made me mad. Brent Rooker also getting worse just a little bit as he's getting on base at a crazy rate. Slugging, not quite there yet. Griffin Jacks has been awesome. Aranda's been great. For James, down at AA for the Biscuits. He's getting better around the margins. The pitching staff hasn't quite been that great as Tanner Scott. Oh my god. He's been bad. Carson Williams has struggled with the contact. His power has been tremendous. So he's still going to be on this team. Cam Smith played decently well in 18 at-bats. Gabe Spires has been okay. Jacob Lopez has struggled. Smith Shaver's been, I guess, at AAA. Miguel Andujar's been hitting nicely. Luis Morales has probably been one of our best pitchers. Max Muncy is crushing the ball. Chandler Simpson's getting on base and stealing a lot. Anthony Bender's been very good. Jake Berger's been fine down at AAA. Bruzdar India been both solid. Phillips has been untouchable. Rodriguez has been okay. Cody Clemens is going to be out for a while. Henry Davis, not quite hitting. Same thing with Bryce Matthews. Trey Morgan's been crushing it again. But what we were so excited for was last episode, Jackie Zachary made his major league debut. And in his second at-bat, he hit a go-ahead grand slam. So, only 2 games through, he only has the one hit, which is the grand slam, which we all kind of thought the power numbers weren't going to be quite there yet for him, as he's such a better contact and speed guy. But we're going to be able to see what he can do as we're trying to go for a series win against Baltimore. Jacob Lopez on the mound with Kyle Bradish pitching. We're going to hop in with a player lock of our young shortstop, Jackie Zachary. Baltimore, Maryland will be facing the former, I believe he was Cy Young 4 just a couple years ago. As we hop into this at-bat, Zachary, as Orioles lead 1-0, and we get a middle pitch, good timing, and we hit it hard to the shortstop, as I was unable to get over to minimize my camera to show the fact that it was a middle pitch with good timing. But if you've watched this series so far, you very much know how annoying it has been, as Zachary has a showtime moment, lays out. So, here's what annoys me, right? The Showtime event is the only time where you don't have to throw input. And I know that in my head, right? I know that that's how it works. But I still do the throw input, the throw to first. I forget that when I make the play correctly, it automatically does the throw. So then when I hit it, it cancels the throw, even before it has started, because it has decided that it will automatically do it. So instead, he eats the ball, it costs a run, and now I'm mad. So anyway, that rant's over. It's hitting time. 1 for 10 to start his career. It was a grand slam onto Utah Street. And we'll take that sinker down and in. First round pick. He was a competitive balance pick. Pick 37. Good timing on a sinker. Just early on that fastball, we crushed it foul. Good at bat so far. 50 pitches already for Bradish. That's way off the plate. 2-2 here to Zachary. We're looking for something over the heart of the plate to kill. The 2-2. Way off. The count runs full. I think Zachary probably profiles best as a second baseman. He's not the greatest rangy defender. That's his first walk in the major leagues. And he's got tremendous speed. We're going to consider stealing, but this is hit towards the gap. Not what I wanted to do. Zachary, get back, get back, get back, get back, get back, get back. Okay. I didn't touch anything, and he just decided, you know what? I want to run over to second. Why? Because I feel like it. We're trying to steal on this. Quick move there by Bradish. Able to get back in plenty of time. We're going to be running here. Zachary off on the play, and it's going to be lined into the outfield. We were already sliding before where we knew that ball was going. Fiducia with a roped single, and it's 3-1 here to Chandler Simpson. The 3-1 pitch, low for ball 4. The bases are loaded for Junior. Tremendous speed on the bags. Anything in the gap is scoring 3. And that's going to be hit to the second baseman. It's a double play. A run will not score. Frustrating as we're now down 3. David Bednar will come on as they play the third baseman significantly in. As please go foul, please go foul, please go foul, please go foul. Thank you. Just late on a fastball that caught a lot of the plate. Ooh, we're so early on that curveball. And it was just a hair inside. The 0-2. No, no. Whew, okay, we did not go. Game on the little thing that my face cam's blocking kind of looks like I did. It's somehow we fouled off that fastball. We were so late on that and it was way high. 1-2 here to Zachary. Just late on it and it's popped a mile in the air. We're holding a runner on. Gunnar Henderson, the shortstop, at the plate. We're not going to get that one. We'll stand on second. Chandler's going to throw it to us. That's going to plate another run. Brewsdar's going to give up that one. And now we're facing a lefty. Our first lefty that we'll face, I believe, of his career. Good timing on an outside cutter, and it's popped sky high. And that's going to be the first out here in the 9th inning. Brant Rooker's got a pair of guys on, so we got to run back. They had to go to Jimmy Herget, the human glitch, known for his 90,000 different breaking balls, and one of them was lined straight to Pete Alonso. Well, Pete Alonso had himself a day. Jacob Lopez pitched okay. He must have ran into trouble and got pulled early. But, hey, splitting a series isn't horrible, as we'll go to Washington and let that one fall. Edward Cabrera, as we got top of the 8th, or top of the 9th, the right-handed hitting catcher is into the game in Henry Davis. Jackie Zachary on the mound. We're going to let Zachary run if he wants. Zachary off. It's a curveball. Easy stolen base for Zachary. His first stolen bag of his career. Henry Davis 0 for 3 on the day. We're early on a changeup. Just early. Henry Davis would love a fly ball. Just early on a fastball, but it's going to roll over. And now the tying run is 90 feet away for Luke Raley. No. I'm telling you now, absolutely not. To face a righty, ideally it would be Chandler Simpson, but he puts the ball on the ground too much. I think I prefer, although he's got 93 clutch, I'm going to go with Cam Smith to hit here, just so we get the lefty-righty matchup. As the first pitch to Cam is way high. They thought we were going to try a suicide squeeze, which I don't necessarily hate the idea of. I just know nobody on this team can get a bunt down, as that is way high. Colby Allard does not look like he really wants to pitch here to Cam Smith. The 2-0. Ooh, we were early on the cutter, chopped it to third. It would have been a slow roller and a tough play to get the speed of Zachary. Zachary takes an extra step off the bag, and that's inside. It's 3-1 with Junior Caminero on deck. The 3-1 pitch, just late on the cutter. We destroyed it foul. We would love a base hit here. Early on the curveball, we stay alive. Trying to get off the bag for in case of the contact play, and we're going to swing through the curveball. It's 2 outs. Just early on a dotted curveball. Now the first pitch to Junior. Change up in. Just late on that. The 0-1. Destroyed foul. We couldn't keep it fair. Cutter in. Perfect pitch to get us early and pulling on. The 0-2. Able to get a piece of the curveball. The 0-2. Able to foul off that fastball. Too close to take. It was good timing. It was right on the plate. 0-2. The game decided to check the swing. He probably wasn't going to touch it anyway because the game doesn't do it. Miguel Andujar with a homer. Zachary, his second and third hit of his big. Actually, no, we simmed a game, so maybe he got a couple hits. But that's a great sign to see. Chandler Simpson's got a 10-game hitting streak. We'll take this one against the Nationals. We avoid the sweep. Luis Morales against Nathan Eovaldi of the Astros. And we're going to get one hit by the Astros. Jacob Lopez against Shane Bieber. And we're back to 500. In terms of scouting, I love Nino Portillo, a shortstop who I think profiles as a shortstop. Great speed. He's going to be a dynamic defender, and he looks like he can hit a little bit. Although Robbie Sable looks like he could also be a great player. Both guys are very, very young and play the same positions, plus speed a little bit more from Nino. But the hit tool is a lot better for Robbie. And then Mustafa Ball, which is a great name. Looks like he's going to be really good at getting on base. Not a great power guy. Good speed, good arm. Well-rounded defender. Will never be a Gold Glove guy, as I'm fine with subbing out Nino now. And we're going to cancel that assignment, and we're going to scout position and start with starting pitcher West, as we always do. And we have an alert, and it's an Achilles tendon tear for Adrian Santana. The 22-year-old former first-round pick by the team is going to be out for the season. We do have good news, though, is that Cody Clemens could be back in a minor league role for this team coming very, very soon. But what we really need right now is pitching in the back part of this lineup. The bullpen's been fairly solid outside of Tanner Scott, as Griffin Jax has just been incredible. And the lineup has been very good too. Outside of Rooker, basically everybody else, and Zachary, but very small sample, have been killing it. And we are back. I took a little break at the start of this episode. Give me actually one more second. There we go, I can hear, got my AirPod in. Right, so where exactly was I? I was looking at the lineup, talking about how good people have been outside of Zachary, who still getting better a little bit. We probably want to take a look down at Double A's. Ford James is crushing it. Down in the minors, he's getting better defensively, which is what I also love to see. Esteban getting really, really better in power right now. Contact skills, not really. Actually, they're kind of netting out neutrally. Henry Malloy's down in Double A. That's sad. Yeah, I think Justin Henry Malloy might be cooked. I don't see a world where Henry Malloy comes back. But either way, Tatsui Imai on the mound, and then we got the Orioles again. Quick turnaround for the Orioles series. I did already start my scouting, as we're very much maxed out on the budget, but it's also kind of misleading. $211 million, it's a lot into one-year deals that we acquired money, so there's really no money on the books as we have so many free agents. You can just see Griffin Jax and Aranda are the only guys signed long-term for anything, and basically every other key piece is either in the final year arbitration or about to be a free agent, as we're sitting 4.5 games out of the division, 2 games out of the wild card, as we sit perfectly at 500. As we can sim through this, Junior Caminero has 2 homers tonight, 3 RBIs, he's 2 for 3. We're going to enter the game. We're tied in the bottom of the 7th inning. A faint MVP chant has started up for Junior Caminero, as I couldn't really disagree with that if you want to vote him MVP right now. He's been terrific as he fouls back the first pitch. The 0-1. Big reaching swing way early on the breaking ball. Phil Maton does not throw hard. Throws a lot of loopers, as we're going to take that one. Good. As Seiya Suzuki, we wanted to sign him. He's up to an 18-game hitting streak for the Royals. Good timing on a middle cutter. Fouled back. Unfortunate, couldn't put that into play. That could have been the 3rd bomb of the day. The 1-2. Good timing on a cutter again. The game says good timing. I kind of disagree on that. Felt like we were a bit early on it. Especially it was off the plate. Good count here from Junior. And that's an ugly swing on a sweeper. Maton strikes out the side to get through the 7th inning. We're tied going to the 8th. We're on deck. 2 strikes. The tying run at second. Chandler Simpson 0 for 4 on the day. And he's going to pop it up. And that's how the game's going to end. We're going to lose by 1. Josh Hader comes on as we are left in the on-deck circle. Griffin Jax blew it. Gave up 2 runs in the 9th. It was already a tie game. As Ryan Pepio pulled hamstring. That's bad news for us. He's going to go to the 15-day IL. We're going to move Ian Seymour back to the rotation. There's not really anybody that I very strongly think should be called up. As if we look at the pitching rotation at AAA, it's not necessarily the greatest outside of Griffin Canning. And we would then have to DFA him again. So the only way Griffin Canning comes back up to the majors is if there's a long absence in the staff. As Smith-Shawver's been bad to start the year. He's not on the 40. He's 23. Probably don't want to call him up that early. Ken Wilson's not on the 40, but he's not quite ready, I don't think, either, to be called up. Brody Hopkins was down in AA, so I fixed that, as he was off to a good start down there. But there wasn't really anybody worth calling up from there, so we're just going to move Ian Seymour, as it's the top of the bottom of the 10th inning. Junior Caminero has homered again. We have elite speed on first base for the heart of our power hitting order. As Junior Caminero comes on. I'm having Simpson go. Not Trent Simpson. Chandler Simpson's going to steal third. It's a ball as well. Infield comes in. The 1-0 ripped through the splitter. We were just early on it. Low pitch. We got to get that run in. It's that slugged foul, turning and burning early on a fastball. Chandler, 90 feet away. Just able to foul it off as Junior. We were very late on that pitch. The 1-2. Swinging through a split finger. Good pitch. Just early on it. Cam Smith, the batter, 0 for 3 on the day, will foul back that fastball. It was heart of the plate just early. That's going to be hit to third. Chandler's going to get back, and it's an ground out. Early on a fastball that got the heart of the plate again. It's up to Jonathan Aranda, who crushes one foul. We turned on it too soon. We're always crushing foul. Would love to crush it. Fair. That's hit hard to the gap, but it's going to be caught. Middle split finger. Good timing. Unable to do anything with it. 3 consecutive outs. With a runner at third. And that's how we're going to fall 2 games under 500 now. David Bednar gets his first save of the year. Is he not the normal closer? It must be Duran. And now Caminetti. Bad start for him. We're now 3 games under as we salvage that one. Cody Clemens. We're going to keep him on the 60. He's still 2 weeks out from being back. It's Jacob Lopez. Flames out Aranda with a great day. We're going to win 15-7. A pitching or an offensive onslaught. So we now have to do our scouting progress again. Robbie Sable looks like a demon. I think we're going to be out on Mustafa. He looks good, but not quite as good. Potential a little bit lower as well. But if we just take a look at the guys we've scouted so far this year, Nino looks like a stud. There's a third baseman who's got good pop, who if he falls down the board could be interesting. Edward Cabrera wins that one. Caminetti is going to get the start against Boston. We'll face Ranger Suarez. And we're going to play this full game. We're going to play the full game. Quick counts are on. Caminetti. And the offense is kind of cold as Brent Rooker has not been as advertised. Carson Williams also struggling. We're going to give Zachary the start at shortstop today. So Luke Raley has been very bad. Power's up somehow. He's just not getting very many at-bats. Ranger Suarez has struggled to start the year as a Red Sox. Chandler Simpson stands in. He's kind of sliding. He's cold, average down to 258. As we're going to be early on that 79-mile-an-hour changeup. It's just hard to stay on time for a pitch that slow. As the 1-2 going to be hit weakly to short. Good speed. Has to be a quick throw. They'll get him pretty easily. As if that was just hit a little bit slow. We're taking a look at the averages. Junior Caminero, the averages down, the home runs are very high up. As that wasn't very bad timing there by Chandler's. It's a full count now to Ranger. The payoff pitch right on the corner. A beautiful cutter. Literally barely catches the plate. Up stands Brent Rooker. The 1-2 to him. Chasing a changeup. We had good timing. It's just not a strike. 1-2 to Brent. That one's hit high and far. Going down the line. It will be caught in that pesky corner by Wilyer Abreu. Caminetti has been solid on the year. Struggled his last time out, as that's definitely a strike. Henry Davis is going to tap his helmet to challenge. Clear as day a strike. I thought it was high. Okay then. The 1-2 pitch is going to be socked in the air. Chandler Simpson's got it. 1 out. Very weird. Felt like that pitch was a lot. I thought that pitch was going to miss high. As Carson Kelly stands in, swings over the outside slider. We're now going to try and dance a changeup outside. Unable to coax a swing and miss. And we'll try and attack the former Cub with an inside pitch. Instead, it'll load up the count. Fastball in. We're going to challenge this one again. Henry Davis. His second challenge of the game is strike 3 called. Henry Davis punches out Carson Kelly. 2 successful challenges early on here, as that's going to be floated and Duhar under it. And he will lead off the next inning as we're through 1 inning. Miguel Andujar hitting a .257 average. It's been pretty good for us to start the year. And that's going to be a hit to the gap. That's going to hop off the monster. Rounding second and Duhar, he's out at second base. How is that not a double? 102 off the bat. As we swing through a curveball. How? Good timing on a middle curveball, and we did nothing with it, as that pitch is significantly low. We chase it, but literally, how do we not sock a middle curveball with good timing? As that felt like good timing on the sinker. Says we were late. I kind of agree with it. A little bit late. 1-2 here to Mad Max. 78-mile-an-hour changeup. I'm never not going to swing at, if we're being honest. As up stands Jonathan Aranda, hitting .307 on the year. That's pulled foul. Middle changeup. We're way early on it. Hard hit single off the monster. That's something I will notice this year, is that in this game, the speed stat very much matters. If just because you hit it to the outfield doesn't mean you get a double anymore. It's that smacked. Fairly good timing out to center. And it's just going to be a can of corn for Rafaela. Rafaela, the cleanup center fielder. 2 homers in the last game. Gonna try and make sure he doesn't follow that up, as that's an ugly swing on a fastball. The second strikeout of the day for Caminetti. Now we'll try and get Caleb Durbin. This is hit high in the air. Rooker heading towards the lines. Got it. 2 quick outs. As up stands Willier Abreu. Red Sox have so many lefties on this team that they will struggle against us. With Caminetti, a lot of lefties, but a lot of them don't hit lefties well. They're just forced to because they have so many left-handed hitters on the roster. As that one's sliced foul. We'll try and go fastball outside. It's popped up again, foul. Starting to get kind of annoying. We're trying to go with a curveball low and in. It's that swung on and missed. Willie Abreu goes down on strikes. Jackie Zachary facing a lefty, hitting .245 right now as he's starting to get hot as that sinker's just nasty. Didn't feel like we were late. Looked like it was decent timing. It's just a sinker that ties you up. It just has that late back inside run. Never going to be able to do anything with it. The rookie on the 2-2 pitch. He's going to hit that through the infield. It's a leadoff single. Good timing on a middle changeup. Gets us just a weak ground ball base hit. And with elite speed over on first base, we're going to be running on Kelly. Runner off. It's a cutter in. 2-1 count to India. 4th stolen base of the year for Zachary. And now we're in a pretty nice situation here. The 2-1. Fouling off a sinker. Strike 2. You won't believe this. It says good timing. It was probably a bit early. Swinging through that changeup again. So we were just early. We were on that pitch. 1-1, hell no. Yeah, hell no. I saw the changeup start slowing down, and we might have went. We might have went on that. 2-1, way inside. 3-1 count here to Henry Davis. Elite speed and scoring position for Henry here. Just a 3-1 pitch. Swinging through a sinker. It says we were early, but I don't think it was. Full count pitch. That's going to be hit weakly through the infield. Willie Abreu's got a gun. We're not going to test it, as I think we've learned our lesson already. And up comes Chandler Simpson. Probably any contact's a run. It's going to be almost impossible to double up Chandler with 99 speed. 2-1 now. Just on the plate away. Probably could have done damage with that pitch. 2-2 now to Chandler. As that's going to be hit right to Tristan Casas. Henry Davis has tagged a line-out double play. That's no fun, but okay. Tristan Casas now at the plate. We get the high strike on him. 1-2 here from Caminetti. Breaking ball off the plate. We'll try a change-up in. We're going to get the swing. A nice play by Junior Caminero. Not plus speed from Tristan Casas, as Tyler Stevenson was 4 for 41. I feel like that's what he's doing in real life. Christian Campbell comes up to the plate. That's going to go high off the monster. Almost a home run. We might have him at second. Nope, because we're not even going to try and put a tag down. Okay, then. I mean, he was probably going to be in anyway, but I would have preferred a tag to at least get put down. It's Pedro Leon out of Cuba. And that's Caminetti losing control right here as that fastball is called a strike. We'll try a changeup off the corner. That's going to be ball 4 to Pedro Leon. You can't walk the 9-hole hitter there. I dare them to try a double steal, as that pitch was called a strike. Zone feels a lot higher to Roman Anthony, as that's a strikeout. Big slider gets the second out. As Waldo Cortez Escada, I got UFC on my phone just over to that way. Don't know why I did it so weird, but That man is a unit. He looks kind of like me, like he's having too many honey buns. But that's a big-ass dude. Massive Dominican. As that pitch was left basically over the middle. Chandler Simpson, good speed, can't get there. That's going to be a couple of runs. Carson Kelly plates 2. We missed with the fastball. It was left middle. And the Red Sox got a 2-0 lead. This is hit sky high. Can of corn, Chandler under it. Red Sox get 2. Walks haunt, and lining out in a double play also sucks. The 1-2 to Junior, way inside. The product of the Dominican Republic. 2-1. Fouling back off a sinker. Good timing again. Felt late. Looks late. The game says good timing. 2-2. As that socked right at Willie Abreu for an out. Good timing. 105 off the bat. Brent Rooker, 220 average through the first month and change. Needs to be better than that as that changeup's way slow and way inside. 4-time All-Star. Need him to start hitting more than he currently is. The 2-1 pitch. Swinging through a sinker just late on the timing, and it was middle. Just late middle, and you can't do anything with it. So we somehow got a piece of that changeup way off the plate down. Count evened up at 2 apiece. The 2-2 count. Good timing on a changeup, chop to the shortstop. So they take it away before I can show it, but good timing. Up comes Miguel Andujar, who roped a single, was thrown out at second his last time up. Good timing there on the changeup. There's so many good arms out in that outfield, outside of Roman Anthony. It's that changeup we swing through. Strike 3. There used to be a way to see the timing on a strikeout to end the inning, but you no longer get that. It's convenient. As up comes Rafaela. First pitch to him's rocked foul. We'll try and get a pitch off the plate, get it just right on the corner, and that's going to be smacked to Rooker. Good speed will be on first with a leadoff single to Rafaela. Up comes Durbin. Going to be a guy that we want to get into a double play with. It's hit deeply to center. As we'll get the ball back in. We're going to have to watch for the steal. Caminetti not very fast to the plate. And we'll try and get the strikeout here on the slider. It's a weak tapper. No double play. We'll get Abreu out at second. It was going to be impossible with that slow pitch to go get it. That slider was like 1.5 miles outside the strike zone. The fact he made contact with it's beyond ridiculous. But we'll even up the count at 2 apiece to Casas. Try and get that breaking ball low. He fouls it off just barely. Pitch did not get as low as I wanted it. We'll try and go slow changeup outside. And a big swing and a miss over top of the changeup. Casas down on strikes. And that's how you get around a leadoff single. Caminetti pitching beautifully today. Funky Muncy worked a long at-bat before striking out on the changeup. 2-1 to Muncy, just catches on the plate. As we need to try and get Ranger out of this game. 2-2 now to Muncy. Swinging through 89 miles an hour. Not good timing. Late on that pitch as we're right timed up on that changeup. Good timing. We just can't lay off that pitch. 1-2, reaching on 74. He's so slow. I have a better chance of hitting against high velo. As here comes Zachary, who singled his last time up. As that could get down for a blue pit, although the outfield's not deep here. Plenty of time for Roman. And that's how we go in order. We start the 5th inning. 2-1 here to Christian Campbell. At 77 pitches with Cam and Eddie. We're early on that changeup, and he gets an ugly swing and a miss. Sorry on the slider. As Cam and Eddie's been punching tickets. Unfortunately, that double, the one mistake pitch we made, they capitalized on. As that's another punch out. Make that 9 on the afternoon for Cam and Eddie. Or sorry, make that 7. Thought it was 9. Never mind. We'll try and go for 8 here with Roman Anthony, who's crushing it over his last 3 games. And he crushes again. That one's gone over the small wall. 400 feet. It's 3-0 Red Sox. Yeah, that's a fastball down Main Street. That should get hammered, rightfully so. That pitch is just a tad bit high. 3-ball count as this is hit to Zachary, who's well positioned over at short, and that'll get the out. Roman Anthony gives them another run on the homer. Up stands Jonathan India, 0 for 1 on the day. The 1-1 from Ranger. That's going to be socked down the line. That could be trouble. Missed originally by Willier. He's got a good arm, but we'll cruise in with a leadoff double. Jonathan India with a beautiful swing for his 12th double of the year. And up stands Henry Davis. 1-1 here to Davis. Fouling off an inside changeup. Just a tad bit early on that pitch. 1-2 here to Davis. Swinging through the fastball. It wasn't even bad timing, too, which is just ridiculous. George Valera, 3 homers. Chandler swinging through a changeup on the plate. We were just a bit early on it. We can't get any contact. That's an ugly swing. I tried to check. Couldn't get the input in time, and now it's 2 outs. 2-2 here to Caminero, swinging through a changeup off the plate away. So a leadoff double was stranded. Caminetti's still out here. He's getting the 6th inning. Next batter to reach, we're going to get somebody warming up. As that's a strikeout on the corner. Marcelo Meyer down looking. That's strikeout number 8 on the day. Up comes Rafaela. Gold Glove Award winner in 2025. Kind of plays everywhere. Found a home in center field now with Trevor Story in real life playing horribly. As that's punch out number 9 on the day. As Caminetti has pitched wonderfully today. Going for strikeout number 10, pitch 104. It's going to be fouled back. We're going to bear down. Try and get the changeup right on that corner. Just late on it. It's a tapper back to the pitcher. Caminetti throws on 6 quality innings from Caminetti. It's a quality start. We need some offense here from the bats as here comes Sam Henges. 5 ERA on the year. The lefty reliever. A lot of breaking balls here again. First, or 1-1 here to Rooker's way inside. 2-1 here to Rooker. So we're just late on that fastball. We rocket foul. Count evened back up at 2 apiece here. Hengens, a very good reliever. And that could get down for a little bloop single. It might, or it will just stay up just enough. Unable to get a base hit out of it. Just late on a hittable slider. As that's going to be served through the infield. That's the second hit of Miguel Andujar's day. Only time he's actually been on base, though, which is funny. And here comes Max Muncy. 2-1 count here to Max. The 2-1 offering is slugged high in the air. Muncy watching it. It's way back. And it's gone. Max Muncy cuts the lead to 1. What a swing by Max Muncy. His 11th homer of the season. He crushed that baseball. Way back and gone. It's a 2-3 ball game. It was hit so high in the air. If it was gonna be fair, it was gonna be way gone. And it just hooks around the pesky pole. We were early on that slider, but we kept it fair. 3-1 here to Aranda, hitting 300 on the season. He's 0 for 2 on the day. 3-1 count now to him. And that's off the plate away. It's a 1-out walk here to Aranda, and up comes Zachary. 1 for 2 on the day with a single that he rolled softly through the infield. That's a big slider. Not the pitch I was looking for there. Especially 1-1. The 1-2 pitch is going to be served weakly to short. We're going to beat out that double play. Great speed there by Zachary. So we keep the inning alive. They'll go to the bullpen. It's Taylor Rogers, another lefty, to face Jonathan India, who's 1 for 2 on the day. Zachary's going to be off and running. We're going to foul that pitch back. Felt like a good pitch. We had good timing on it again. 1-2 here to India. Swinging through a breaking ball. We get 2 back off the bat of Max Muncy. It's 2-3 Red Sox. And there's a rain delay. Kevin Cash coming out to talk. So we're going to keep the current pitcher. He was just warming up. Here comes Gabe Spires, who's ready and raring to go. First pitch to him is a strike, or it's a 2-2 count. That's the 10th strikeout of the day for Rays pitchers. Tristan Casas hits lefties well. Going to want to be careful, as that's going to be threaded down the line. And Duhar with a good arm and a beautiful throw to second is going to hold Casas to a 1-out single that he was just able to keep fair. We'll face Campbell, as that one was hit fairly hard. It's a 1-2 count. We're going to try and get the slider in. Not in enough. We'll go fastball high and outside. Try and get a strikeout. Instead, it's sent high to center. Chandler's under it. We'll throw it back in. 2 gone now, and we'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Pedro Leon. Fastball just a tad bit high. We would have lost the challenge if we tried. Sinker gets strike 2. It's a 2-2 count, all evened up. I'm going to try for a low slider. Left it on the plate, rolled softly to Aranda. And that's how we get out of a clean 7th inning. Henry Davis stepping into the batter's box. 1 for 2 on the day. As we're going to foul off that sinker. It was just low. You won't believe it if I tell you, but good timing. The 1-2. Swinging through a breaking ball. Ugly swing and a miss. And it's now 3-1 here to Chandler. We're going to put the controller down. If it's on the plate, then womp womp. It's a middle fastball. Yeah, it was quite literally middle, but it's hard to say if we would have been able to do anything with that, even if we did have good timing. So we're going to foul off that sinker. Full count still intact. Good timing yet again. 2-2 here to Chandler. Good timing on a fastball in. And it's popped sky high weakly. They're going to go back to the bullpen. It will be a righty and Zach Kelly Throws a lot of pitches here to Junior. The 1-1. We're early on a changeup. 96-mile-an-hour exit velo. It's 1-2 here to Junior, who's 0 for 3 on the day. The 1-2 pitch. Right on the corner, dude. If we would have swung on it, we would have been early. So that's what you got to tell yourself. Spire's still out there to face Anthony. Gonna continue to get the lefties. The 1-2 on the sinker. Called strike 3 right on the corner. Anthony goes down looking. And now it's Carson Kelly. He'll foul off the sinker. We're going to try and get a fastball up and in for the strikeout. It was left middle, but we'll get the strikeout either way. Kelly swings through the mistake. And now it's Marcelo Meyer. Very late on that sinker. It's 3-1 now. So we'll get somebody warming up in the bullpen. It'll be Bruzdar. Try and dot the inside corner. Left over the plate, and it's smacked. It's going to die in the corner, and Duhar's going to come firing into second. It's a bad throw. A good one could have got him. That sinker was just left middle. We're going to have a mound visit and go to the bullpen. Bruzdar's in. Bruzdar comes in. His task is to get Rafaela out. That'll help. A big swing and a miss on a low sinker. We're going to try and go fastball in. Gets the strikeout. Down on strikes. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Down a run. In comes Giovanni Moran. Big swing through a low changeup. Changeup, fastball, cutter, and some slow breaking balls as that changeup's off the plate away. Brent Rooker's 0 for 3 on the day. We need a base hit here from our big offseason ad as he fouls that one off hard. We need some offensive production from our big power bat. The 2-2 is fouled back again just late on the changeup. We're trying to get back and wait on the changeup. The 2-2 inside, and Duhar 2 singles on the day as it's a full count here to Rooker. Early on it, a ground ball to Durbin. A good throw gets the out. A great at-bat from Rooker. 8 pitches. The 1-1 to Andujar is going to be served through the infield. His 3rd single of the day. They could have possibly had a play at first. And Duhar in on the base hit. We're going to leave him on the bases for now for Max Muncy. The 1-1 way inside on the cutter. Muncy 1 for 3 with a long ball. All we need is a base hit here. 2-1. Swinging through a fastball just late on it. The 2-2 to Muncy. Fouling back a good timing fastball, I betcha. Yep, good timing on a middle pitch. Infuriating. 2-2. Just able to get a piece of that slider to stay alive. We were very, very early on it. 2-2 again to Muncy. It's a weak ground ball. It will be a double play, or it's not. A bad throw is going to extend this game. And now we'll definitely go to a pinch runner, although it doesn't really seem to matter at this point. Cam Smith is going to come on for Aranda. The 300 average is going to be a long fly ball to center. Going back on its Rafaela. A middle cutter with good timing. And it's going to be a line out. We lose by 1. Caminetti with a great start. We got bullied by Ranger Suarez and his stupid cutters all day. And that's how we'll drop the first one to the Red Sox. And we're going to lose this series. Aranda, 2 home runs. It will not help us. We'll keep him active as we get destroyed by the Red Sox. Jacob Lopez already good to go. Ian Seymour will get a start. Top 10, Griffin Jax is in. The White Sox win by 3 in extras. Cody Clemens, we're going to place on the bench. Where is Cody at? Is Cody going to be in AAA? No, Cody Clemens has been brought up to the major league level. We would have to DFA him to send him down. We're going to change up the order a little bit. Jonathan Aranda is going to the leadoff spot. He's just hitting so well. 376 on base kind of has to be the leadoff man. Junior Caminero's average is struggling. He's getting worse for some reason. He's hitting a lot of home runs, so he's going to be in the 2 spot. Brent Rooker, I think, needs to be moved down. And we're going to try something. We're going to put Jackie Zachary in the 3 spot against right-handed pitching. Max Muncy will clean up, and Duhar in the 4. Brent Rooker will hit 5th with Chandler Simpson. Cody Clemens is going to make his Rays debut the next game. He will platoon with India. And then Hunter Fiducia will be the catcher. Then against lefties, I think I'm going to put the exact same group. Maybe not. India's just hitting so well against lefties that I might move him to the leadoff spot. And Carson Williams is holding on to a starting spot by dear life. It won't be long before Zachary just gets the everyday shortstop role. As we'll drop Brent Rooker a couple spots in the lineup. He's going to hit 5th. We need to get him going. He's way too good and too important of a piece to not be hitting right now. So he's going to be slid down in the order. And Chandler Simpson's cold. He's getting worse offensively a little bit. You just can't have somebody with a 275 on base leading off. So he's going to slide down in the order. It's nothing really against him. Just needs to play a little bit better. As we have now lost 5 straight games, we are 6 games below 500 right now. There is no reason we should be this bad as we continue to learn stuff about Robbie. We're going to try discovering some infielders out in the Central. That's what we're going to try and do. There's no reason why this team should be as bad as it is. We have so many star players on this offense and the pitching staff. Edward Cabrera has been so horrible this year. The pitching staff has been a joke. The bullpen outside of Bruce-Dar and Tanner Scott and Bender for that matter have been good. Caminetti is going to get us the win. We'll place Pepio on the bench. We got too many pitchers up at the major league level as Ryan Pepio has been the only one that's been any good. Pepio will go back to the rotation. Seymour will go back to a long relief role. And I think this is going to become bad news for Luke Raley. We cannot just send Luke Raley down, so he's going to be designated for assignment and optioned to AAA. Which is unfortunate, man. He was so good for us last year. He's just not really getting any opportunities, and he's striking out at an insane rate. What's the strikeout rate right now? Yeah, 34% strikeout rate is not going to cut it. He's not walking. He's not making contact. He's just not a good player for us right now. And we don't have the luxury of holding on to bad players. As Luis Morales is going to go out there. Griffin Jax needs an out to get the save as we face the 500 Red Sox. Griffin Jax, 2 strikeouts, a hit and a walk given up. We need this out so badly. It'll be Marcelo Meyer, who's homered already today, hitting .310 on the season. It's a weak ground, or a weak little hopper. Just able to stay foul. That would have been trouble. That cutter's high. 2 strikes on Marcelo Meyer. We'll go with a curveball low. Unable to get the swing. Fastball high and up. Able to foul it back. The 1-2 pitch will try to lock in. Get the cutter in. We're early on it. Fouled off again. Unable to get the out so far. We'll go with a changeup outside. Just off the plate. We'll try fastball in. As the count is going to run full. Carson Kelly on deck. Fastball called, strike 3. Marcelo Meyer did not look like he liked it as Brent Rooker 3 for 4. Caminero 3 for 4. Chandler Simpson with a double. India with a double. Our offense, we've seen what the offense can do. If we can get these guys hot, as Brent Rooker looks like he's getting hot down lower. Zachary hitting nicely. Not quite slugging yet, but we kind of already knew he wasn't going to be crazy slugging. He's actually hitting fairly well against lefties, but it's a microscopic sample size. As he is getting significantly better in the power department. Actually, only by a little, just because the color changes. It makes you feel like it's significant. As Jacob Lopez, man, has struggled on the year, but a good start from him. Pepio in his return. Brent Rooker needs a triple to complete the cycle as we face Roki Sasaki. As the Red Sox have had such a good offense. We're starting to tick up in the offensive categories. Roki, fastball, splitter, slider, so basically the repertoire of every Japanese pitcher in the major leagues. It's a middle splitter that we're early on. It's going to be hard for Brent Rooker to get a triple here, as it looks like the main event for the UFC is about to start. That pitch is way low. And Duhar will not run. As we're up 4 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. We would love, as that's a good fastball high in the zone. It's a strike. You can't get to it. 1-2 here from Sasaki as Rooker goes down swinging. Unable to connect on the 96-mile-an-hour fastball. And we'll continue to simulate as we're going to get a massive W. And Duhar 4 for 4, 3 home runs. Zachary, his second big league homer, as he looks to get comfortable. And we sweep the Red Sox. We're right back to almost 500. Junior Caminero's average is very much down. The on-base is not good. The slugging's ridiculous. A 500 slug. Max Muncy, kind of in the same boat. On base and average not as high. And Duhar's crushing it. Rooker's crushing it. Cody Clemens, not so very much. He's going to get relegated back to a bench bat as India comes back in to be the everyday second baseman. And down at AAA, Ford James is just staying consistent. He is very, very good. As a matter of fact, he's so good, we're going to player lock with him. The Bulls have too many players on AAA. I can fix that. So good news for our depth. Luke Raley has made it to AAA. He cleared waivers. We're going to be sending Kevin Ramsey back down to AA, I think. That's what the corresponding move will be for us. And yes, I do understand that I keep saying Kevin Ramsey. I'm sorry, my brain keeps doing it. I know it's Ramey. We're just adding extra sounds for the fun of it. Is a .325 average at AA to start the year for Ford James. The 0-1 from the big lefty is socked on a line at 105. Right at the right fielder. Good timing on it. As the bases are loaded. As we'll try and get a pop-up here to end the inning. James got it. as we get to take a look at him out in the field here at Bayfront Park for the Pensacola. It's the something Finns, I believe. As we swing through that, can we see? Oh, it's the Blue Wahoo, Pensacola Blue Wahoo. I thought it was like the Red Finns or something. Julio Mendez trying to get the strikeout. Felt like we checked on that. Game says we didn't, and I kind of agree. 0-2 here to James, as we're not going to swing at that. We're not that stupid. 0 for 1 with a hard line drive out. Just not great timing on the fastball. We were just a tad bit late. Not crazy late, but that was a jam contact as we're behind home plate again. As that's popped sky high. We'll make the catch over in foul territory as we see for James. He's got a little bit some spiky hair as another lefty comes onto the mound. It's Patrick Montverde, or Montverde.
Ball that's outside.
For James has not been good with runners in scoring position, surprisingly enough. He's just been good in every other situation as we're early on a low changeup. Not crazy bad timing, but we were just early, unable to make contact. The 1-1. Just late on a cutter. Felt like good timing. Just a tiny tad bit late on it. 1-2. Swinging over a curveball. As we can see, For James got some stirrups on. We got a runner on second with great stealing speed, not great overall speed. So we're going to block that one. Another pitch supposedly in. And that's going to be served into the outfield. Come home with it quickly. Turn it. And we got the runner out at home. Backside to second. A nice throw by Isaac. And For James coming up in a tie game against Adam Mazur. Or Mazur. First pitch to him, a sinker low. Good take. James with reverse splits hits righties better than he does lefties. Although it's very early on in his career. Montgomery Biscuits in a tie game against the Wahoos. That's a weak tapper, good timing. And it's a double play. Good timing on a hanging breaking ball. And we don't get a base hit. So painful. Runners off. Somehow didn't catch that. Felt like we were right on that, no? But, okay. We'll continue to simulate. The Blue Wahoos get the win down in Pensacola. So we go 0 for a couple hard balls. Justin Henry Malloy with a double. Matt Horvath with a triple 3 RBIs. But we're going to fall as we got the Yankees. Edward Cabrera. As the Yankees have gotten 2 in this inning. Tanner Scott to face Cody Bellinger here with 2 outs. It's not great when you've given up more hits than innings pitched, as Tanner Scott is speed running how to get DFA'd. He has been horseshit on the year. We'll try and tango with Cody Bellinger. Just off the plate away. As that breaking ball's hit sharply to short, we'll flip it to India. And that's how we'll get out of the inning. As we're going to take this one against the Yankees, a big win for us. Carson Williams with a home run. Chandler Simpson with a double. Henry Davis with a hit. 2 hits for Muncy. As a great win against the Yankees. Caminetti got the start we have given. Or there's the tying run. Or sorry, no, we're down 1. Max Muncy will face Jeremiah Estrada. Zachary is the runner at second. Nobody out here for Mad Max. First pitch to Muncy. Splitter, we're just so early. We can't stay back long enough on that splitter. Especially when you're trying to prepare for 100 miles an hour. As that's blown by us. We're stuck in between times. McGonigal, 7 RBIs against the Royals. The 0-2 to Muncy. Waving early on a splitter. We never had a chance against Estrada. Here comes Andujar. 0 for 3 on the day. Average at 280 for the season. As we foul back that pitch. I think 220 with runners in scoring position. Zachary off running, and it's a beautiful throw. 90-mile-an-hour slider. And who is that catcher back there with an absolute cannon? And Duhar now with nobody at the plate. I'm assuming the guy that gunned us was Escara, who's got 91 pop time. Swinging through that slider, because it sure as wasn't Austin Wells. I get he played for the Dominican team, but that guy did not look like Austin Wells behind us. And Duhar is going to strike out. We'll drop this one to the Yankees. Caminetti with a good start. 5 innings, a 1-run ball. Cam was just... It was Cam on Cam crime. And we'll drop that one. Luis Morales gets the ball. And we'll drop that one. We got another scouting assignment. I think you got to have that in the second spot. Robbie looks good. He's our number 2 player on the board. I'm not sure if he will be our number 2 player on the board when everything's all said and done. We're going to scout this kid. He looks really good. We're going to edit. Oh, not relief pitchers. We want to go central now with it. As we'll continue to sim out this month as we drop that series to the Yankees. Brent Rooker, 2 homers on the day, and we blow it, Anthony Bender. Edward Cabrera Jr. with a pair of 2 homers. We drop that one again in ugly fashion. We are now 12 games out. We're 6 under 500. The pitching staff has been horrific in the back half. The bullpen has been so bad. Anthony Bender is on a 2-year deal. He's leaving the setup role. Evan Phillips will take that spot as we'll try and get him going in lower leverage situations. Luis Morales is just walking too many people. 30 walks in 52 innings as a starter? That's horrible. Jacob Lopez, not crazy much better. Guys who didn't walk a lot of guys before coming here. Caminetti's cold, but pitching well his last 2 times out. Yeah, he's pitched well his last 3 times out, but they say he's cold. Big blow-up start against Baltimore. We'll do that to you. Edward Cabrera starting to get going again. Ryan Pepio's been good. Luis Morales, man, it's not been good. We made the move. A.J. Smith-Shawver is coming back up to the big leagues. He's currently going down in overall, which is kind of scary. But he's pitched well down at AAA. Right, look at the ERA over his last couple of outings. After a rough 3 first starts, it's been 1 run, 1 run, 1 run, 0, 0, 1, 0. He has earned the opportunity to be back in the big leagues as he's due for a start against the Yankees. Caminetti helps us avoid the sweep. And we're going to player lock with A.J. Smith-Shawver to end off this episode. A lot of players in this offense are hot. A lot of key guys are hot. Zachary not super hot, hitting in the 3 spot right now. As Caminetti had a big game on the mound against the Blue Jays. We'll take a look at what his stats were in that game. As the young lefty with some lettuce. 1 run, 5 strikeouts, no walks through 6 1/3 innings on only 76 pitches. We don't let a lot of our pitchers go deep. I'd say that's a recipe of Kevin Cash. And up comes Bailey Ober, Ian Happ, will be the first Yankee to reach. He definitely feels like a Yankee player that they'd go out and get. It's 97. The first pitch is way off the mark. Currently in the 6th spot in the wild card race are the Rays. A couple games under 500. As that curveball's popped sky high, it's going to be a quick out to Junior. And Smith-Shawver, one quick out. He'll face Brandon Lowe. Smith-Shawver better against lefties than he is righties, which I think is the stat that hurts him the most. 82 hits per 9 against righties. Or sorry, against lefties. Against righties, it's in the 50s. So a pitcher with reverse splits. As that's chopped up the mound, Zachary's got it. Good strong throw on to Aranda for the out. As Ben Barry Bonds Rice comes to the plate. What an underrated young player Ben Rice is. As it's Lou Gehrig Day. Perfect time to be playing the Yankees. Sweet Lou. Celebrating, or not celebrating, but recognizing ALS. As he went around on that one. Alec Bohm, 6 RBIs against the Yankees. So right before this, they got Alec Bohmed. That fastball ran the opposite direction that we wanted it. Starting Smith-Shawver with 3 consecutive lefties. Not the best move for what the reverse splits are. So we're going to try and dance a splitter outside. It's left middle. It's hit sharply. Zachary able to block it, but he's got no play. It's a 2-out infield single. And now we'll tango with Aaron Judge. He destroys that foul. Probably don't want to go back to that. So we'll try curveball off the plate. Instead, it's left middle. Aaron Judge striking out a lot on the year. And that's got to be a strike. Call stands. It missed by an inch. Not even a review worthwhile. As that's popped sky high. The point by Smith-Shawver. Coming in hard is Chandler Simpson. Felt like at that point that's got to be the shortstop's ball. As up comes Willie Adames because this offense isn't stacked enough. The former Ray, former Brewer, former Giant. There's a nice play there by our young shortstop. Shortstop on shortstop crime. Cody Bellinger's hitting 6th. I don't know why he's not hitting 4th. As he's playing like an MVP candidate. 326 average. He's playing the game on rookie difficulty right now. Somehow that pitch wasn't destroyed. Cody Bellinger's great start to the year, but he's swinging it like he's one of our players. Good middle pitch, unable to do anything with it. We'll try the curveball, as we're not landing anything here with Smith-Shawver. Like, nothing for Smith-Shawver's getting well located as that slider's off the plate. We're just not getting it timed up. We're not very good with Smith-Shawver as that splitter caught way too much plate. Cody Bellinger making us absolutely work for everything right now. We're going to try and slow it down. Dot a fastball. So we got it good there. He's going to spoil it foul. Try again now here with a curveball. Early on the release, he's going to hit it back up the infield. Chandler will throw it back in. It's a 1-out single for Cody. Works a tremendous at-bat. Up stands Matt Chapman. What an ugly swing that was by Matt. Matt Chapman, a streaky hitter. That's going to be a tailor-made double play. Going on to second. India turning it. Easy double play to end the inning. Beautiful turn by Zachary and India. Smith-Shawver, 2 hits. No strikeouts. And Dalton Varsho, the former Blue Jay, to the plate. That splitter's called a strike. Dalton Varsho, 9 seasons in the big leagues. Started his career as a catcher. Has turned himself into one of the better defenders out in center field. Very rare archetype catcher to center fielder. That's a big punchy. Just shows you so that's the first strikeout. As up comes the Dominican, Austin Wells. Had to grow a beard to try and make himself feel Dominican. As that's shot down the line, that's going to be trouble. And Duhar gathering it in the corner. His just exquisite arm will hold it to a 1-out single. Up comes Ian Happ. That's just off the plate away. Not getting a lot of chase from any of these hitters. Is that splitter? Very, very good pitch. We'll try and go back to it. Splitter in. And that's going to be a line drive single into the outfield. Well hit there by Happ. That's now Brandon Lowe. That splitter was pretty well dotted. Fastball for strike one in a dangerous spot. With 2 on for Brandon Lowe. Former Ray. He's going to hit that sky high. Going back on its Chandler. Austin Wells looks to tag. He's not going to even flinch. Not a great throw by Chandler. He could have gotten in there. But no reason to make the second out or the third and final out on the base paths when Ben Rice is coming up. That was just barely off the plate. That splitter not in a good spot, but it's fouled off. Wanted it lowered, was kind of on the plate. Will go. As the game just didn't even register the fact that I tried. As I have no idea what I'm looking at over on the UFC side. There's somebody up against the chain link. And he's just getting bear hugged by a guy on all fours. Big curveball that misses. The runners will be off as we're going to actually step off here. Disengagement. We're going to bear down for a fastball. Try to get strike 3. Fouled back. This is a big enough spot. I'm willing to double up on the bear down pitches. That one's hit high in the air and it's gone. We missed the spot. It's a 3-run homer for Ben Rice. 380 feet. We wanted this fastball there. We left it there. And Ben Rice crushes it. Aaron Judge, not actually off to that good of a start on the year. Another fastball that he's very early on. God damn it. We make one bad pitch and it's a moonshot homer. The 1-2 here or the 2-0-2 to Judge is going to be served into the outfield. They were playing a heavy shift. Runner trying for second. The throw's got him. He's out. A homer by the Rice man. As we're down 3-0, Willie Adames to the plate. He's going to hit that hard back up the middle. We're getting hit hard. Smith-Shawver in his return to the majors, not looking so good. As Cody Bellinger comes up. Singled his last time. We'll go with a fastball low. And that might be another double play. They'll flick to short, the throw on, not in time. Zachary held on to it too long. And now it's Matt Chapman, somebody else we can get to ground into a double play. Acquired from San Francisco along with Willie Adames. We'll try and get this splitter down and in. We'd love another rollover as it's hit to India. India blocks it. We might have a play at 1. We don't. It's an infield single for Chappie. And they got a pair of guys warming up in the bullpen. So we're in trouble. Splitter left down the middle. Varsho taking apparently all the way. That fastball's down. So that splitter's called a strike. We'll try and go fastball outside. As we are not good with A.J. Smith-Shawver. Fastball down the middle, fouled off. So we battle Splitter in. It's popped sky high. Chandler going out to get it. Makes the catch. Runner will not tag as it's a good throw. Cut by Zachary. And now we'll tango with Ben Rice. Or not with Ben Rice. With Austin Wells, who shocks it deep to the outfield. And Duhar is camped under it. Will make the grab. Got into trouble, but we worked out of it. And Duhar coming up here next inning. As Bailey Ober has given up 6 hits. Haven't been able to get a run off him. Smith-Shawver coming out here for the 5th inning. He's been very like ethical with his pitch count. As that's a 1 pitch, 1 out to get Ian Happ. Splitter hit very, very hard. Smith-Shawver has been hit very, very hard all day. And somehow he only makes 1 mistake pitch that gets hammered for a home run. That splitter is going to be popped high in the air. Junior is going to get under it. Catches it over in the coach's box? Coach's square? I think it's called coach's box, if I remember correctly. It's late. It's what? Midnight, as this is popped sky high. And it's going to be another home run for Ben Rice. 345 feet to the short porch. That's an infield pop-up in any other stadium. But here in Yankee Stadium, it's a moonshot. So we'll tango with Judge. Ben Rice is just so good as that's fouled back. I'm surprised that wasn't a homer somehow. We'll go to a curveball. Trying to get Judge out. Big swing and a miss on the curveball. Aaron Judge hasn't been a problem for us. It's Ben Rice. As will be replaced by Bender in his 7 ERA. And I have no idea how the game went. We were down 4-0. We rallied to tie it in the 9th and we dropped it in extras. Zachary 4 for 5 with 2 doubles. India with a double. 2 hits for Junior. 2 hits for Fiducia. Ben Rice's 4 RBI day. It's what cost us in the end. As Jacob Lopez will get the start against the Yankees. As we'll do our scouting information. As we discovered a prospect. He's probably better than this catcher. We'll take a look. Jason Kepler. Looks like he could be a solid young player. We'll scout the young man. But with that, that'll be how we end this episode of Rays Franchise. Thank you so much for watching, as we are still in last place in the division, 29-36. We're having a rough go of it. This team is better than what the record shows. We know that to be true. The pitching needs to get it turned around. We might have some younger players come up in next episode to try and turn around this pitching staff. But until that episode actually becomes a thing, I'd like to thank you so much for watching Rays Franchise. So I'm going to head to bed here at 11:30 Eastern. Take it easy.